Wealth planning strategies. At each stage of life, there are wealth planning strategies that can enhance and protect your wealth. Starting estate planning early gives you greater opportunity to maximize efficient returns to reach your financial goals. Early adulthood. Dying without a will leaves the inheritance of a person's estate to the intestacy rules. For those in relationships but unmarried and perhaps co-owning assets, such as a first house, the lack of will planning could see the wrong individuals inheriting the estate. A declaration of trust may be advisable here for co-owned property, so equitable interests can be evidenced, and mechanisms for extracting wealth in the case of relationship breakdown can be pre-agreed. Cohabitation agreements are also favorable where one party is living in a property but where it isn't intended for them to obtain ownership. If marriage is on the cards, then prenuptial agreements should be considered, particularly if there has been a withdrawal from the bank of mum and dad and it is desirable to protect family assets from future divorce. For those with children, will planning can secure not only their future inheritance but also their guardians. These are the individuals who will look after the children in the event both parents die, without leaving instructions around guardianship. There can be question and dispute regarding who would be responsible for the care and welfare of your children. At this stage of life, consideration ought to be given to parents' and grandparents' circumstances. A lack of will and LPA planning is likely to carry a burden for you as a child or grandchild. Are you empire building for yours and your loved ones' futures? Family investment companies can help provide tax efficiencies later in life, through being able to pass wealth by transferring shares rather than property subject to capital gains tax. The window of opportunity is before assets are purchased. Midlife. To support and help establish children in their early adulthood and to mitigate their own inheritance tax position, many parents choose to make gifts. Advice on taxation, protecting assets for the bloodline and legal requirements for making gifts is recommended. Discussions on pre- and post-nuptial agreements and trust planning can make a significant difference to whether the wealth is kept in the bloodline. Gifting into trust for grandchildren can be an effective way of paying for private school fees. Taking advantage of a minor's tax allowances can mean school fees are paid from gross, rather than net income. LPAs provide invaluable assistance where an individual has a stroke or loses mental capacity to make decisions for themselves. During this stage in life, incidence of strokes increase dramatically. It may be that you've reached a point where you have surplus income. Arrangements, such as capital loan plans and gifting of unused income, are extremely efficient for inheritance tax purposes. With new additions to the family likely, it's possible your will requires updating during this stage. Later life. Larger capital surpluses may be identified, and gifting advice needs to be revisited. Or perhaps there is a need to consider protecting funds from possible care fees. Acting before ill health or loss of capacity is crucial. Establishing what living support is available during this time can make a huge impact on the quality of your final years. Post-death. Price Slater Gorn is trusted to administer the estate of many clients. Being able to carry out all of the tasks required to ensure your final wishes are respected is an honor we don't take lightly. Post-death variations can be utilized to shape inheritances that aren't quite received in the way the beneficiaries would like. Acting quickly here is important due to a 2-year window. Price Slater Gorn, here to help.